logos on here. I expect they got the raw image, they put the logos on and then saved it as a fairly low quality JPEG. This is the mistake that all these people seem to make. I don't know why they use JPEGs in the first place. And every time these get processed, they get downgraded and downgraded. And obviously they may go through 2 or 3 people before they go up on their website or are released to the press. And by which time they've been downgraded 2 or 3 times or compressed, badly compressed. But I don't think it was very high res to start with this one. You can actually see that the detail is pretty fuzzy, but it's a weird image, this, really weird. And you've got the Chan Wen here. You can just about make out the flag here, and the rocks on the ground are not in very good detail, and you can see the distortion in the image. When you zoom in, you get all this blocky distortion. That's JPEG distortion. We get this with the Mars images from NASA as well. But now with the new Perseverance rover, we get a lot of the images in slightly better quality than we did before. Not all of them, but some of them are quite good. A lot better than this, anyway. So there we are. There's no real detail in the rock here, even though this was taken from on the ground by a little miniature camera, remote camera. Even the closest rock here has got no real detail in it, which is very strange. So that the actual I don't know what the resolution of this remote camera is. I'm guessing it's less than 2 megapixels. But like I said, these have probably been downgraded at least a couple of times as they were processed and had the logos attached and then put on their site and sent to the press as a press release. So not great quality, but interesting. Got a funny little face. That's the mass cam. The nav cams are under here. You see the nav cams there. And this has got a whole bunch of ground penetrating radar scanners as well. It's got 3, I think. So if you want to find out more about this, I'll put some info in the description below with the links and everything. And I'll link to this article. It's quite a good article, actually. This picture isn't that good on here. There are larger versions of it. If you just look up Zhurong, China Zhurong, and then Google it, and press images, a load will come up. And some will come up about sort of 1920 by 1080p in size, so that's not too bad. So China has released its first batch of science images from the Zhurong Mars rover following its successful landing on the Red Planet on the 14th of May. So it's been up there a while now, nearly a month already. And I did a couple of videos about it back then when it landed. We didn't have many images. There's also this sort of panoramic here. Okay. But I can't seem to find the full-size version of this panoramic anywhere. And I've been on their website, and their website is a bit weird. And last time I went on it, a few weeks back, I ended up with a nasty Trojan and had loads of computer problems after that. So I don't really recommend that. But I'll put a link to it anyway, okay? So there we are. There's a whole bunch of things here to look at. We've got that there. But this was cool, actually. I'll put a link to this in the description as well. This this panoramic. Let's go right round and see what we can see. If it will let me. There we are. There's not a lot to see, actually, apart from the blast radius here. The only things you can really see here are these objects. There's a rock there, and the back shield or heat shield over here. And there's that rock. There's a few rocks in the foreground, so there isn't a lot to see.